students. Today I'm here with the lesson number 1 from class 10th. The book is First Flight and the lesson's name is A Letter to God, written by G.L. Fuentes. This is a story of a poor but hardworking farmer and his name is Lencho. Lencho was a very hardworking farmer. He used to work day and night into his fields. This particular year, he had the corn growing in his fields. His house was at the top of a hill and it was a solitary house. The only thing that needed a good production was a steady downpour. And he was expecting it sitting at the top of the hill. His wife was preparing supper. The younger children were playing in the house. The eldest one were doing some work in the house, and he was looking in the sky, the northeast sky, for the rain. And it was a cloudy weather, and suddenly it started raining. The time it started raining, he was very happy to have it, and he thought that now the coins are falling from the sky, but really it were not the coins, it were the raindrops. He was very happy in the beginning, but gradually this rain turned into the hailstorm. Hailstorm means बहुत बड़ा ओलों से भरा तूफान, and it turned into the hailstorm. After it turned into the hailstorm, Lencho was completely depressed, or you can say he was upset because whole of his crop was destroyed. He saw his fields. There was not a single leaf left on the crops. Now he had nothing to feed his family for the whole year. Again and again he was thinking what would happen to him and his family, because he had no other means of source to earn anything, or no other source of earning anything. He thought and thought again and again, and now finally he came to one conclusion, that there is one person who can help him, and he is the Almighty, the omnipotent, the omniscient, the omnipresent. God is there. So he showed his firm faith. उसे विश्वास था कि कोई भी मदद करे ना करे, भगवान तो मदद करेंगे, क्योंकि उसकी पूरी जो क्रॉप है वो डिस्ट्रॉय हो चुकी है. He decides to write a letter to God. He wrote that he want 100 pesos. He was a farmer. He was not very well educated, but he was able to read and write. So he wrote a letter. And he wrote that, God, I want 100 pesos so that I can sow my crops again. This way he wrote the letter, and finally he wrote from Lencho. He went to the post office by himself. He posted this letter into the mail. The time one of the employees of the post office took this letter out of the box, he started laughing with a surprise. How can anybody be so foolish to write a letter to God? Because at the top he wrote to God. So this employee went to the postmaster. He went to the postmaster, showed that there is a fellow and he has dropped such a letter and he wants to send a letter to God. The postmaster first laughed, but suddenly he became serious. He noticed that this fellow had a firm or unshakable faith in God, and this faith should not be shaken. जो इनकी आस्था है वो मिटनी नहीं चाहिए, क्योंकि उसका भगवान में इतनी अटूट आस्था है, इतना अटूट विश्वास है. Somehow this postmaster, along with the other employees, he requested the other employees to give something in name of the charity, and he also took some part of his salary. They collected it. It became about 70 pesos. He put this amount in the envelope and posted it to Lencho's address, and at the bottom he wrote God. Lencho, the moment he got the envelope, he was very happy to have it. He was expecting 100 pesos from God. But alas, his hope vanished the time he saw 70 pesos were there. Now again he started to write a letter to God, complaining that definitely God may have sent him, and definitely God had sent him 100 pesos, because God can never cheat him or deceive with anybody. So he wrote a letter, and what he wrote in the letter? He wrote that, God, you have definitely sent me 100 pesos, but I got only 70 pesos. So please send me the remaining 30 pesos, but don't send that amount 30 pesos through the mail, because the people in the post office are a bunch of crooks. He wrote this in the letter, and again he dropped it into the mailbox. This letter was opened. The time this letter was opened, these employees in this post office, they were dumbstruck to read these lines written by Lancho, and this way the lesson gets over. So there are three things which are to be kept in mind. First thing, it's about Lencho's faith, unshakable or firm faith, you can say, in God. The second is about his innocence, how innocent he is. कितने मासूम है वो बच्चे जैसे कि उन्हें लगता है कि मैं भगवान को लेटर लिख रहा हूँ और भगवान जो है मुझे 100 pesos भेज देंगे और मेरी हेल्प कर देंगे. Third thing, there are many people in the world who do the charitable works, who do the philanthropic, who work as the philanthropist, but sometimes they are in front of us, sometimes they are behind us, sometimes we are not able to see them. So it's not always that people who help us or who do something good for us, they are always in front of us, कि वो हमेशा हमारे सामने आए और हमारा भला करें. This was all about chapter 1 summary. It's a Hindi-English summary. English to English summary. Very soon you will get some more important questions. You will soon get in the coming videos. Thank you.